All right. Get this out of the way here.
We in there.
Pull up the comments because as soon as people start viewing, I got to make sure that everybody can fucking. I mean, I guess I could check it out on my phone. Give it a shot.
Gotta free the dreadlocks. Let them breathe.
Pull up the comments because as soon as people people start viewing, I got to make sure that everybody can fucking. I mean, I guess I could check it out on my phone. Give it a shot.
Gotta free the dreadlocks.
Oh, this is sick. All right, hell yeah. So this is perfect.
Nice.
All right, so welcome to the Mental Health Podcast. Sorry for the technical difficulties and the great lengths. Actually, not really. Just trying to make shit work. Anyways, introduce yourself. Who are you? Who do we got? Who do we have present with us today?
I am Jahu Schultz, Connecticut, Groton bound, beat maker, producer, rapper, MC. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Just trying to leave a positive mark on the hip hop game while I can, you know?
That's it. That's like we were saying earlier. Got to get what we can get done while we're here. You know what I mean? That's not a very, very long life that we live. So it's about, you know, realizing that it's bigger than us individually. You know what I mean? It's about everybody as a whole, which is, you know, what I think some people seem to forget these days.
Yeah, it's about... Most people just think about like hip hop and trying to become a rapper or a beat maker, like, oh, it's a way I can make money,
right?
And I can just profit off of that. It's like, yeah, that's like a side effect, that's a symptom of it, but that's not. I feel like true artists who get into the game, that's not the main goal.
Right.
They want to get into the culture and like leave their namesake behind.
Yeah.
So that people can look back and be like, yo, he was pretty nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I get it. And that's similar to what I was doing with photography. You know what I mean? It just started out as just taking pictures of things that I saw around me. And, you know, I did a lot of work at the dealership that I used to work at. And, you know, I mean, it was dope. And then it kind of just snowballed and it just happened to, you know, escalate to where it is. You know what I mean? So like, I definitely get that. I used to be into the music, but, you know,
I don't know, man. You can get back in. Like I said, I'll throw you beats, man, just to mess around with, just to exercise. You know what I mean?
I know it's been so long. I since I got like everything here, I was like contemplating.
You got the gear.
There's no reason why I can't do it. You know what I mean? At this point, it's just my own mental blocks. And
just become a BandLab warrior. Use the free recording software. Because I have a Shure mic. I have the SM7B. That's what everything that I've shown you before we started.
I'm pretty sure that's what Zip has.
He used that one.
Yeah.
I think a little bit like shortly after I got mine.
Yep.
Because I remember I pulled up to the studio one day and I saw that hanging in the booth and I was like, okay, buddy, what's the word? Right. Now I'm in familiar territory, so what's really going on? He was
right.
And he was raving about it. He's like, oh, just like it captures recordings way better.
Oh,
it doesn't capture as much as the room as like a condenser mic does.
Right. Yeah, he was kind of explaining to me how all of this worked, and for the last 2 weeks we were trying to have 3 mics set up, and I was unaware of what a driver was.
Oof, okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I'm that out of touch with all this shit. Like, and he's like, "Yo, just gotta download Driver," and I'm like, "Yeah. No, that's you. That makes sense. Why not? You know what I mean? Absolutely." The whole time I'm like, "What the fuck is a Driver?" Dude? Yeah. I'm googling it, and I'm like, "This shit's still not making a lick of sense to me."
Yeah.
And then after Phil's show, I was like, you know, fuck. I didn't know. I went this whole time. And we like got it situated in 5 minutes. All I had to do was literally just download the software. And I was like, that's awesome. You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Dude, Zip is the guy to talk to about this kind of stuff though. Especially when it comes to like recording software, hardware and all that. Like he's the kind of guy that'll set you up and get you nice and geared up and running smooth.
He has. I mean, I'm good on like the visual side of things, but when it comes to audio, dude, I couldn't find my way out of a wet paper bag with audio shit. I'm not even kidding. That's the reason why my car doesn't have subs. I don't fuck with audio. I don't fuck with that. I don't do that.
Yeah, and I don't trust anybody to fucking put that in the
No,
car.
sir, not even a little bit.
If
You know
Zip
what I mean?
hit me up and was like, yo, like, I do this, I'd be like, you know what, cool. Because I know you work on your BMWs. I know you got experience in the automotives, and you're like, you do with sound and everything.
Yep.
Sure. Hook me up. I'd
Yeah,
be blessed.
absolutely.
But if some random fucking Joe Schmo was like, yo, here's my card. No.
Absolutely
sad.
not. Yeah, no, no thanks.
I have you fucking up my car more than it is now. No, thank you.
For real, we struggling, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm in the mud, bro. I don't need to be fucking shoulder deep when I'm just knee deep.
We just trying to keep oil in the motherfuckers, you know what I mean?
100%, 100%.
Yeah, no, I I get it. It's a wild time to be alive.
So I did want to ask you, now that we're rolling, what prompted you to start this show?
Well, I mean, to get right into the thick of it, I've had a few suicide attempts. You know what I mean? I struggled with depression growing up. I was in a situation growing up that wasn't ideal. You know what I mean? And it developed quite a bit of trauma and quite a bit of, PTSD and shit.
Yeah.
And it bothers me that people feel like that, and people that I know personally feel like that. You know what I mean? And I figured, I posted my story one day. I mean, this was actually at the beginning of December. I posted it to my Facebook page one day. Hold on, I gotta shut this door real quick. I'm sorry, this is so wildly unprofessional. If the door is shut and the light is off, he doesn't go crazy. I need you to stop, buddy.
The dog. The doggo.
The doggo. He gets loud, and I don't.
The dog go nuts.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I've always wanted to like help people not feel the way that I've felt historically, and I figured that if I could do anything, I've done my job. You know what I mean? And listening to so many of my friends go through what they're going through, and most of them being men, or all of them being men, and just knowing that this is a real thing that's not talked about, that I can shed some light on and talk about. Zip! What up, big dog?
My brother.
Yeah.
We got the magnetic clips.
Quick last
What's up,
second.
brother? It's good to see you, man.
Glad you made it.
Finally.
We're going to take a hot second here to get reset up and get my man Zip back in the frame.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
We in this bitch.
Yeah.
All 3 mics are working.
Yeah.
Are they? We want to test them real quick?
That's what I was doing with the headphones. I had to make sure that everything was working. I had to reopen the driver, the driver.
Yeah.
The driver.
Get the third mic
XYZ.
It wasn't working at first, but I was like, Zip taught me something for this moment exactly. And
Oh yeah.
so now we're back. Zip,
Yo,
how you living, bro?
shit, I'm living, I'm breathing. Wish I could be other things, but I'm living.
Tell him.
Shit, man, just barely made it here again. You know, with the kids, it is what it is. I'm only right down the street, so it's never a thing to be a couple minutes late. But
Yeah, no.
we here ready to get it cracking. What's up, Ja? It's been a minute.
It's been a long minute.
we run into each other here and there at a show, but it's a show. We don't really get time to link and kick it like that. We're there for the music and shit. But how you been? What's been good with you?
I've been good, bro. Just been playing the game, working. You know what I mean? Like, I work at EB. I do security part time.
Yeah, how's that been going? Because you started that job, or you were getting into that job when we was in the studio, like heavily.
Yeah, damn, that's crazy. Because I remember we were
Probably
already
about a
linked
year ago,
up.
right?
Yeah, we were already linked up at that point, and I remember like I was in the application process, like I was doing the mentorship and everything.
Yeah.
It's a good job. Like, I enjoy doing it. It definitely has its times where it feels hectic. There's a lot going on. I got to meet deadlines and stuff like that. But I got good employees who know that this is a new career for me. Yeah, I've been there for a year now. But they understand, like, there's a lot that goes into the job. So it's not like a year goes by and I'm automatically, like, flipping switches and doing everything.
Yeah. Well, so have you been like similar to me? Like I recently went through a pretty major career change, and recently like that became my entire life. Has that been like that for you? Like pretty much your life's been basically around that job mostly, or have you been able to kind of get back to like doing your personal shit and being a little more organized with your time?
It's like give and take,
Yeah.
for sure. Because I feel like we all know, like sometimes you'll have like a weekend off or a day off, and it's like I don't really want to do anything. Like I just want to sit back and not do anything.
That was me yesterday, cause like I always like, which is weird. I look forward to the one day off I have to like catch up on laundry and shit and do all the shit that's kind of like lacking in my crib.
Yeah.
But then I miss so many of my days off that when I finally get one, I don't want to do jack shit. I don't want to do like absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Yesterday I just barely scraped by with the last of my Christmas shopping and grocery shopping. You know what I mean? And that was like all I had to do yesterday. I didn't want to do nothing.
Yeah, and it's the holidays too. Like this season especially is tough to just be like, oh, I worked a 40-hour work week. Oh, I'm gonna sit and make beats for a couple hours. It's like
that's been a struggle too, which is like one of the things that means the most to me, like with like personal things outside of like kids, family, and everything. But like there's a few things that mean a lot to me, and that's cars and music. You know what I mean? And one of the things that's been really difficult is not being able to have the time I want to have to commit to it, because it's normally at the end of the day I'm just so fucking tired that as soon as I like start like going through samples, going through sounds, I'm like dozing off. I'm like nodding out and shit like that, dude. Like I don't sometimes I don't even want to put the headphones on because I know what's about to happen as soon as I put them on.
yeah,
You know?
it's
which
gonna
is
just sing you lullabies to sleep
Which-
at that point.
at the end of the day it starts being depressing. Because like I want to be making music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's like the one thing that I know if I did right now, it would help me out a lot. But you don't be getting to do that shit half the time.
Yeah, because life just be, like we said, life be life, and you just gotta, it comes to priorities. Like, if you gotta work, you gotta work. You gotta do that. You gotta make money. If personal problems are coming up outside of music, like family stuff, you gotta attend to that. You can't just like, no, I'm gonna make music for the whole day. No, like,
I mean,
you
that's why
gotta.
we couldn't be here last week. You know what I mean? I had to fly down to North Carolina to go visit my grandmother, and you know what I mean. I felt bad about not being able to get back here and do the show, but I'm very grateful that I got the time that I got with her.
Right.
Especially since today her health is taking a massive decline. So like, there's a very real chance that like, I I mean, she could pass while we're doing the show type shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But and it's you got to prioritize things, and thankfully I've got Zip, who is more than understanding. You know what I mean? And it's always family first. You know what I mean? That's why he's got the kids, so we'll get rolling. He'll jump right in.
That's why I'm late every Monday. You know what I mean?
Priorities,
Yeah,
man. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
It's not, you know what I mean? It's never a problem. It's a quick break, set everything up, get to laughing, get to joking, and then we're right back in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like the vibe wasn't like off the whole time before you came. It was like we was just like chopping it up and chilling. Absolutely. So it's like, you know what I mean? It works.
Yeah, but so we're revisiting that question you asked. It happened a lot. It happened more recently, with everything everything that he was going through, everything that I was going through. We kind of just put our heads together. We're like, pause. And
arguably, I would say if your mind wasn't in the gutter, there was no need for.
Nah, Phil got me 2 weeks ago, and
now he's paranoid.
It's just but I bounced the idea off of him, and I was like, yo, if I'm gonna do this, like, I want you to be like my co-host. You know, I want you to be here doing this because like we're both actively going through shit. You know what I mean? And like we lean on one another to like help get through that. And if us doing this can help anybody, you know what I mean? That's what we're doing it for. You know what I mean? And then it gives guys like us a platform to like really talk about the shit that goes on in our heads. You know what I mean? Like this last week, I have not been in a good headspace at all. Not even in the slightest. You know what I mean? And like, when I come here and do this with you guys, it makes me kind of forget about it a little bit and realize that, hey, everybody's going through some shit. Like, how can we lean on each other to help and build each other up rather than, oh, you talking about your feelings, that's pussy shit.
And it's not, though, because, like, I know that in recent days and like, you know what I mean, in recent time, mental health has become more of a thing that we're aware of. It's something that people think about on a day-to-day basis, but at the end of the day, there's still like that program instilled in people's brains that, oh, you're a guy, like just suck it up.
Right. That's what I was about to say. There's like it's almost like we're programmed to be that way, because I was gonna add to what he just said, to where like, it's cool to, like it's great to be bringing people together and giving opportunities to talk about shit, but as men, we're not really programmed to just pick up the phone and hit up our homie like, yo, bro, I'm kind of going through some shit. Can we talk for a minute? Like, it's not like
it's not a behavior
part of the wiring,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't even think it's something necessarily, like, even if it was taught, it's not something that's just gonna pop up in our heads to do.
Right.
Because honestly, I was taught that. I was raised by my mother. You know what I mean? So I was taught that, like, yo, you need help, you reach out for it. But, me growing and maturing into the man that I am today, and life taking me other directions, it doesn't become part of my character to just pick up a phone and be like, yo, bro, can we talk for a minute?
Right.
You know what I mean? So like that's why stuff like this is definitely good in multiple ways. It gets kind of people out of those habits, or maybe kind of gets people out of their shells a little bit, or not. You know what I mean? It's whatever way you choose to handle it, as long as it's a healthy way. I mean, more power to you. But it's definitely not part of the normal way of a man to just reach out for somebody to talk to. You know what I mean? Every man usually hopes that they got somebody at home for that. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Whether it be a wife, or maybe their son or daughter is old enough. I know some people got great relationships with their kids. They go home and they vent to their kids, and their kids vent to them, and everything as they get older and shit. Like there's people that they usually have in their lives for that. But for men who often don't have anybody else in their lives other than their homies, they're not always just gonna pick up the phone.
Right. And there comes to, like, say there are people that, okay, I'm feeling a type of way, let me reach out to some of my friends. Life happens, and sometimes they don't respond immediately, or they get back to you and it's been like an hour and you've already like did what you had to do to get through it. That, in already, even if you're in the mindset of, oh, let me reach out, little stuff like that, especially if you're more on the like depression, anxiety side, that's like a sign to someone like, oh, okay, I can't reach out. Right. Like, that's not a reliable source of like getting whatever's in my head out. Right. because I'm one of those people, unfortunately. Like, I try to reach out, like, when I was younger, but life be life, and people got their own stuff that they got to do, their own autonomy. So I would have stuff like that happen where it's like someone I'm really close to.
Right.
I try reaching out, but it's like, oh, they're not available. They're at work or they're hanging out with somebody. So it's like,
Pardon that.
so it's like,
Festivities.
yeah, Christmas time is here. So sometimes you'll have experiences like that that kind of teach you, oh, okay, well, maybe I shouldn't make it a habit to always reach out. I need to find something that I can do myself.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, like I'll preach to my friends like, yo, you can hit me up, like we can talk about stuff, da da da.
Right.
But then I know I'll turn around and something will happen to me, and I'm like, "Ugh," I put my walls up. And I told you a little bit about this too. Like, for me, it takes like a day or two. Like something will happen, and I'm like, all right, I need to just kind of.
You just need to process it.
I need to process it. I need to be by myself. I need to really understand what's going on with me. Because if, you know, I wear my heart on my sleeve. So if I talk to somebody and I know the conversation's going to steer into like, hey, what's going on? Da, da, da. I'm not going to be able to articulate to you what's going on because it's still so fresh. I don't even know how I feel about it. I don't know if I'm angry. I don't know if I'm sad. I don't know. I'm just upset, and me trying to communicate what's happening, I'm just gonna get more upset.
Right, because you're struggling to find the words to articulate how you feel, and then you just get frustrated, and then tempers start flaring.
Yeah,
I've been
100%.
there.
And I don't want to be that guy because I've seen that person who like they're in a shit mood, and now like everyone has to be in a shit mood. And I've seen what that does to rooms. I've seen what that does to friendships. If I know I'm going to be in a crappy mood for like a couple days, a week or something, like I'm just going to subtract.
Right.
Because I know if I'm looking for understanding, but I don't understand what's happening, me communicating something that I don't get, that you now don't get, it's like,
now we're both confused, and then you're angry. And
yeah, like it leads to just like this hamster wheel of confusion and frustration. And it's like, you know what? Like, fine, we don't even have to talk about it. Just leave it alone.
Right.
So, totally get that. It's hard. It's a program that's tough to break for sure. But my point on this tangent was because when I first saw you guys post about this podcast, I think I immediately texted you.
Yeah.
And I was like, I would absolutely love to be a guest because I feel like stuff like this is super important. Like I said, mental health is on everyone's, you know, frontal lobe nowadays, but for whatever reason, there's still that mindset instilled in people that, oh, you're a man, like just suck it up. Like, why are you crying to me? You know what I mean?
Yep. Well, like I mean, you touched on it with having somebody or you touched on it with having somebody in the home.
Yeah.
You know, a prime example of it. Me and Haley were not on that level where we could, you know, communicate that kind of stuff, and it almost ruined a lot of things. You know what I mean? Until we took a step back, took that breath, and was like, hey, you know. This is what's bothering me. This is what's going on through my head, and like she'll listen to, not listen to react, but listen to like, you know, absorb and come up with a coherent and cognizant response.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's huge. It's benefited me greatly, in helping people that, you know, come to me with their issues, and it all stems from like who you have around you, and I try to surround myself with like good people.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because if everybody around you is doing good, you're just gonna follow the momentum, and then we can all be great together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Because like you said, I've been around people who they don't have that, they don't understand that level of it. there's like simple conversation, like, oh yeah, me and you are gonna get in the studio someday. Let's orchestrate that. And then there's me telling you about like the shit that's eating me up right now.
Right.
It's not simply like, oh, I'm listening to think of a response. It's like, oh, let me like sit and just like sit with what he's telling me.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've encountered people like that. They don't know how to do that. It's either immediate try to find a solution, immediate like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. That
Or-
damn, that's crazy hits like, I was like, damn. Okay.
It hits like a knife. It's like, oh, word, okay, I don't think you're really like processing it. Or you are, and you just don't like, you know what I mean?
Right.
But it's good to surround yourself with, like you said, good people that you can recognize they know how to handle situations like that. Because if you surround yourself with people who you feel like you can't open up to, you have to stay bottled in all the time, it's just going to create a life where you feel like you can't talk to anybody about anything.
Right.
Because if you can't talk to these people in your circle, then
What's the point of having them?
what's the point of having them? And then like, what, I'm gonna talk to a complete stranger about what's
Small
going
talk
on?
only gets so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Actually, it's funny you say that. Sorry to cut you
No,
off,
no,
but
good.
some of the best conversations I've had were with strangers.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. Those fucking people don't know you. You could tell them anything you fucking want. They're never gonna see you again. I'm being dead serious.
That honestly
no
though,
reason to sugarcoat anything.
you open my brain with that. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm being dead serious. But between being locked up or being on Greyhounds going across the country, the amount of people that I've talked to and just kind of opened up to because I know I'm never gonna see them again, so it doesn't matter how they judge me.
Yeah.
Actually, I've had great conversations.
It's liberating.
And since I don't have any type of emotional attachment to these people that are judging me and saying things to me, I can actually hear what they're saying and not feel like they're trying to attack my character or something because I don't give a fuck about them.
Right.
Right, and like truth be told, they don't know you from a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
So like, what's there to judge? They can only judge you at face value, and like obviously, what you're saying is, you know what I mean. It's just you're just trying to convey what you're going through, and
Right.
it's like you can only take that at face.
Unless
value.
you're a fucking liar and you're just like lying to a stranger to get some sort of fucking reaction out of them, you know. But no, for real. Like I've had some like pretty good conversations and like heard some pretty insightful things from people I've never met before.
I'm gonna have to take a page out of that book. Wearing, see,
Could be a crackhead on the side of the street. He might have
conversations
been through
like
some
this.
shit, you know.
Yeah,
Either
man.
way, you're gonna learn something.
You're gonna learn something. Either way it goes. That's hilarious. Yeah,
It's-
man.
Yeah, you can't even argue that. That's true.
For real, yeah. I didn't even think about it like that. I'm glad you told me something. For real. Because, yeah, they judge you based on face value. Like you said, they don't know you personally. So there's no, like, connection there to, like you said, feel like it's a personal attack on you. Because you don't know who I am.
And there's nothing personal about the interaction besides what I'm sharing with you.
And you know that they have nothing to gain from like trying to like belittle you or something like that. Like whatever they're telling you is a pure response to what you're saying, and not out of their like emotions or whatever.
Yeah, they're giving you this a straight up, you know, hey, this is my opinion, whether you take it or leave it. You know what I mean? And it's up to you to decide to whether you get
Receive
offended
that or
by it
not, yeah.
exactly.
Right, yeah.
It's all about how you react and bounce back from it. You know what I mean? And that's what I think. That's what helps define us as men. You know what I mean? How we react to certain situations and the people that we have around us. And you know, I grew up with this notion that you can't pick your family. You know what I mean? But like I abandoned that like, you know, years ago, and I keep people around me that like, you know, that I trust and that I know that like if I need something with my kids, you know what I mean? Like any one of them I can call and be like, yo, I'm right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People that I like have trust and established a connection and a bond with, and that I notice are good fucking people. You know what I mean? I don't want snakes and liars and all that shit around me. Ain't no time for that.
No, absolutely not.
When you cut all that out, you'd be surprised how peaceful life gets.
Seriously. Yeah, because I have friends who are just like stuck in the drama. They're just stuck in that world of like something's constantly going on. And it's not just like, oh, your car broke down, or it's like, oh, this person did that to one of my friends, or oh, my friend said this about me. Like you said, when you kind of just cut all that out, when you learn to be like, oh, okay, that's how you move, that's not how I want to move anymore.
Right.
You start to realize, like you said, you start to have more of a peaceful life. There's not a bunch of just like little fires everywhere.
And it's fine to outgrow people.
100%.
A lot of people stay stuck in friendships and relationships that don't work just because it's comfortable and it's familiar. You know, unfamiliarity obviously is uncomfortable. Nobody likes change, but like at some point you got to realize that the drama in your life might not be directly influenced by the choices that you're making. It's the people that are around you that you get roped into. You know what I mean? Oh, this person was talking shit about me. I'm going to vent to this person. Now they're involved, and then this person. It's just
it becomes a whole mess.
It's a mess.
Yeah.
It's an absolute mess.
Yeah. That's why, like you said, I'm cool with outgrowing people.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like, oh, good riddance. It's like, oh, okay, that's bittersweet. Like, because most people that fall in that turf, it's like, yeah, you were cool with them for probably a while.
It was dope while it lasted. Wish you well, but
yeah, but it's like at the end of the day, like you're not giving any positive effect on my life anymore.
Right, and it just becomes like a hold on, sorry. She's melting down. She's tired, and it's 9:30. They went to Glow up in Hartford, and that's, you know what I mean, it, lights and Christmas stuff. So she's probably having a sugar meltdown. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Just rambling on here. Damn it.
Letting old friends go.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's like when you become more of a pain to deal with. Yeah, it's terrible, but like I don't harbor any hate. I don't wish you the worst. I want you to succeed, and I want you to eat, just not at my table.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. And I keep people around that I would have in my house on any given Sunday having dinner.
Hell yeah, that's what it's all about. You gotta.
Mr. Crazy lasagna. I'm not gonna.
Crazy lasagna. That was immaculate, brother.
My kids were having a day yesterday, and by the time it was over, man, I was honestly, I was out. I was fucking out. There was no way in hell. I finally got the kids to kind of get a hold of themselves for a little bit before they went out, and I didn't even last more than 10 minutes.
Because I imagine that's like a whole song and dance. Like that takes energy out of you.
I mean, for the most part, when things are sticking to a routine, I mean, it gets pretty easy. It's really not that bad, but I mean, there's always those days, especially like on a weekend. It was a Saturday, it's holiday weekend, a lot of activities, a lot of shopping, a lot of going around, overstimulation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like it was like that on Thanksgiving. So like while everybody was at my crib cooking, like I had to take literally all the kids, pack them in the car, and just bring them to the park and like let them fucking run themselves crazy, fucking throw sand at each other, do whatever the fuck, and like till you pass out. You know what I mean? Like whatever. Like and it's like that on a lot of family events, holidays, or even just weekends that are like less structured than a school week.
Yeah.
It just happens like that.
Yeah, I get flashbacks. You saying that, I think like Thanksgiving when I was like maybe 13, 14, literally like the same exact thing. Like my uncle took all the kids and the cousins were like, all right, we're going to the playground.
Yep. Run it out.
Run it out. Do what you gotta do. Get all your energy out because y'all are acting crazy. No one can focus. We got TV going. We got y'all running around, throwing shit.
Bottles
like,
falling, fucking flour flying all over the place. Man. I'm serious, yo, man. My 2-year-old, every day, man, he'll find a way to get into some cabinet and throw like flour, sugar, everything, just all over the fucking place, bro. It don't matter how you try to baby-proof this shit.
They're gonna find a way.
It takes like the 1 second of you going in that cabinet to grab something, and by the time you have your shit on the counter, he's already in it.
The little arm is already
No, dude.
right in there.
No, the little arm's already been in there, and it's already gotten shit out of it. Like, it happens fast, dude. It's crazy.
They're innovative little fucks, dude. These little kids, man, they are smart as shit.
I was just gonna say, people who say kids are dumb or whatever, stuff like that is gonna prove real fast that they are intelligent as hell.
Oh yeah.
They find a way. If they want to get in that flower bin, they're gonna get in that
You
flower
ain't gonna stop them.
bin. Ain't gonna stop them at all.
You're gonna stand in front of them, tell them to stop, and they're gonna look at you and laugh.
Like, I'm
And
plotting.
then
I'm gonna
they're
figure it
And
out.
then they're gonna cross you out your J's. You know.
Plus
what I
they're
mean?
plus they're both autistic, so they have like a certain type of IQ that like they're really like like the ingenuity is crazy.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
shit.
they can come up with anything for fucking anything.
Yeah.
God damn.
Except for how to fucking calm themselves down.
You thought normal kids were smart and could make it work. Let me tell you, Zip's kids got locked. They'll figure it out.
Nah, man, I got a future pilot and a photographer. One's obsessed with planes, the other one won't stay off the camera. It's
Really?
yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Seriously.
You gotta have them start shooting videos.
Yeah, the future pilot also might be a fucking actor because he's with the theatrics all day, every day.
Give me like an example. Like what stands out with the theatrics?
So the meltdowns, right? So like he knows that what he does isn't cute anymore, right? So like he'll be pissed about not getting something, he'll throw his temper tantrum, but then like immediately go into like humming a song to try to be cute into getting what he wants. Like he'll straight up going from trying to like yank you and pull you into the kitchen and force your arm to a cabinet to get him like a fucking cookie or something, to rocking back and forth to humming Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Like, can I have a cookie? Like, it's
Different variations.
Yo. I'm gonna throw a fit and that'll get my way. That's not working. Hold on.
okay. Let me try this one. Look what I can do.
Another option.
Yo.
Trying shit.
Yeah. Listen. Set them up. Start doing drama class or something when they get to school. Cause shit.
Oh yeah, no, his fake tantrums, masterpieces.
tier.
Yeah, yeah, man, you can't take a class for that.
That's just born
Kids
talent.
today really be with the shits.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
2-year-old will square up with me at any given point in any given time, dude. She does not care at all.
Like, I give y'all your roses so much for being dads. Like, that is something I aspire to. Like, I want to be a father one day.
Yo, nah,
but-
not until yesterday, bro. This is
Starts laughing.
And then I get moments like this where I'm like, you know what?
nah.
It can wait a little bit.
Yesterday, I'm going shopping. Right, I got Luca with me, my 4-year-old. I'm in the Clark store. I need some new work shoes. Trying to find some boots for my mother and all that shit. You know what I mean? I'm just like looking around. I got his a little umbrella stroller, like little foldable, tiny little stroller. Loves that thing. He'll sit in that shit all day long until he fucking wants something. So like I'm like picking something off of a fucking shelf.
That's
No,
some
no, 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 no.
foreshadowing right there.
I'm picking something up off a shelf. I turn around, and he leaned himself forward far enough to he's standing. He's wearing the stroller like a backpack, and he's running down the aisle, pushing shoes off the fucking shelves, dude.
Yo, son, what?
Yeah. This is at Foxwoods, bro. This is at the outlets at Foxwoods, yo. He's got the whole shit on his back, and he's just running down the aisle, both arms out, just pushing all the fucking shit.
Yo.
Yo. Like, literally the perfect definition of, like, 0 to 100.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and just before that, like, he was chilling. He had a pretzel in his hand. He was cooling. Nah, man,
I feel like that
it's
would
just-
just scared the shit out of me. Just see his legs fly up and... Whoa!
I didn't even see no legs flap. It wasn't even like that, because I know what he does. Like, he'll like scoot forward far enough and then lean, and then his momentum will kind of just tip the stroller
Just carry
forward.
with him.
Because it's a small stroller. It's not meant. It's not like one of them big bulky ones that you
Right.
like. It's like literally you fold it up and it's like the size of a baseball bat. Right?
Oh,
It's a
okay.
small stroller.
Gotcha.
It weighs maybe
There's
3
nothing
pounds.
to 'em.
Yeah.
Nothing, right? So like, if he can tip it forward and get on his feet, his school backpack is heavier than this thing. Like he just,
Damn.
it's nothing to him.
Yeah.
Any other time, like if you're pushing him around in it though, like like he'll stay in that shit for fucking hours. He won't want to get out and walk around.
Stroller looking
But-
like Boo from Monsters Inc. I'm Sully.
Yo, oh my god, that's crazy. But yeah, see, I want to have kids, but then you're like that, and I'm like, I could wait a little bit.
So, but here's the thing: like in the moment, yeah, it's kind of frustrating. But you sit down and you like talk about it with people, and then you just like start fucking laughing at it because like
I wasn't frustrated at all. That shit was so funny.
I just want to clarify, that was hilarious. In the moment, reflecting on it, all around, it was great.
nah, kids make you laugh, man. They
Other times it's not. It's definitely frustrating. You take him to a grocery store. My son's obsessed with bananas. If you push the cart past the bananas and he happens to get a hold of them, he will peel every one of them.
Oh,
Every fucking one of them. Right
oh
there.
man, you break it, you buy it.
Yeah,
All the
yeah.
bananas
you're
are
fucking
yours
full
now.
bushels of fucking bananas.
Yeah. Yep.
And you're eating all of these on the way to the house now.
Teamwork. We gotta get this done.
Yeah, and then he's
no.
not gonna fucking shit for 4 days.
Get him constipated off the shoplifted
Not the stomach
bananas.
binding.
Oh my god.
Kids, man, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's give and take. I feel like it's like a tightrope dance almost. You have those moments of like, oh my god, what am I gonna do with you? But then it's like, you know, something super wholesome will happen. It's like,
Yeah.
my boy, like.
Dude, my 2-year-old is the queen of that shit. She like loves to jump on the couch,
Mm.
and I'm like on your butt, on your butt, on your butt, and she'll like do it and like on your butt, and then 2 minutes later she'll like walk over and just put her head down on my lap. I love you, Daddy.
Love you too.
How dare you?
How dare you play these mind games with
Oh
me?
my god, they're such. But I have all girls, and they're such little manipulators. It's ridiculous. I am a 2-year-old's snack bitch.
Yeah.
I am.
Damn.
My 5-year-old. Like
He's struggling
it's,
playing.
It's rough because they all got like big blue eyes and they just look at me and I'm like, all right, you know what? Go tell your mother.
Yeah.
Go ask your mom.
Yeah.
I put her in so many unnecessary situations. Can I do this? Go ask your mother.
Go ask her. I can't.
I can't because if I give you the wrong answer, your mom's gonna be really mad.
And I'm acting just off looking that face and how you're talking to me. You're gonna get a trip to Disney at this point.
Like he's met my 5-year-old. She's a trip, dude.
Really?
Trip. She's a trip. That's
How
all.
so? Set the scene.
I mean, that kid's got some ADHD on her.
ADHD
You know
will
what I
do
mean?
it.
And we be sitting down having one conversation, and suddenly I look up, and we've had 14 different conversations with 6 sub-stories per conversation, and then 3 runoffs, and then we have a spin-off here with its own movie. You know what I mean? It's like, wait a minute. How did we get here?
How
did we arrive to this conversation? Because you were asking me what was for dinner tonight.
And now we're talking about how this is your favorite cartoon or something. Like, yeah.
Oh, dude, she's a trip. She'll talk your ear off if you let her.
Dude, but like people with ADHD, and I found this, are like the best conversationalists.
No, they don't let one die ever.
Because especially if you get locked in with them too, like, all right, this is what we're doing. You'll have a conversation for like 3-4 hours.
I think it can go both ways because I'm very ADHD, and if there's a conversation worth having, I'll have it all day long. But other times, I cannot wait for somebody to shut the fuck up.
Also that. Also
Like,
that.
immediately.
Yes. Yeah. Like if we're talking about something I have literally like no vested interest in.
It could be something that I wouldn't mind talking about. Sometimes, like, it's in your head that you just want them to shut the fuck up. You don't want to talk.
I mean, I can't even.
Is that like, so like where would you say that comes from? Like even if someone would be
I
like,
can't say it comes from anywhere.
just kind of like, I just don't really want to fucking talk to you right now, kind of thing.
I don't even know if it's like to you, like specifically like to whatever person, but it's just like I don't know if it's like an ADHD thing, but I know it's something that I go through to where like there's times where I like even if it's an important conversation in the back of my head, I'm just like, yo, please stop talking.
I get the same way.
I'll still engage, but like, and then there's those other times like you're talking about where like we could talk for hours.
Yeah.
You know, like there were times in the studio, like yeah, we would talk till like 4 o'clock in the morning about fucking rap music and shit like that. But like, yeah, so like people with ADHD, they can hyperfixate on something, a topic of discussion, and they can talk all fucking night long.
Yeah.
But then there's those other moments where you're like, don't fucking speak. I want you to stop
done.
now.
Yeah. Let's sit in silence. Put a show on, put some music on. Like, no.
I'll get that with Layla, you know, every now and again, because like I said, we'll be 15, 20, 30 minutes deep, and it's like, I need like 5 minutes.
I think that's why, like, I've had the same friend group for years, and like, you know, over time, obviously we add a friend or two here and there. Like, I've known Troy not for that long, but we're mad tight now. I've only known Fetty for like 10 years now, and then I've got my other friends I've known my entire life, but every single one of them, like, we could have a day where we all chill and we talk about all this shit, and then there's other days where we don't talk about nothing. We just sit in the room together, and like we might pass the blunt around, we might put a song on, but we hardly have a conversation at all. But it was still a good day, you know what I mean? Like, and that's why me and Fetty have like the chemistry we have in the studio and even on stage and everything, musically and creatively, and at work too. We worked together remodeling houses for fucking years, and like there would be days where we hardly said a fucking word to each other. Yeah, you know what I mean, other than like, yo, what up, or yo, pass me that, or what type of bass. Like, you know, like, oh, how do you think this snare sounds? You know what I mean? But like,
should we go with or
click?
What do you think?
Yeah, but like that's how you know that those are your people. You know what I mean? Like, you could have those days like that, not a single word gets said, but like, you know, you had a good time. You can actually like feel like the day meant something.
Yeah.
Even though like nobody said shit to each other.
Yeah. There's this book. I saw it pop up on my Instagram, and I was like, oh, man. I got, like, flashback. It's like The Frog and the Toad or something. People are having, like, this resurgence and realizing, like, it's got such relatable stuff in it. And there's this page where it's, like, the frog sat by himself, but then the toad sat with him, and they did nothing together. And it's like, yeah, like, that's real.
Type shit.
It's like, yeah, that, and it's touching on what you're saying. Like, the closest friends that I have, we have that relationship where it's like, we can get together one day and we're having drinks, whatever, and like we're talking. But some days, like you said, we'll get together and it's like, we just watch a show, or like they're in their space doing their thing, I'm in my area doing my thing, and we're just like coexisting.
Yeah.
Not every second of the day or being around someone has to be filled with conversation
or activity or anything.
Like we all have batteries that we run on, and naturally those batteries deplete. But if you can have a friend who like, oh, word, you're doing nothing, like,
I think that goes with any type of relationship too, like finding with like any type of person who's compatible with your life. Yeah, I mean, like it needs to be something like that, to where like you don't need to feel pressured to have a conversation or do an activity or go to an event all the time. Like there shouldn't be any pressure at all with whatever relationship that you're in terms of just existing with that person.
Right. That's like a universal relationship, you know, if it's y'all are friends, romantically, family, like that is like a universal, I think. All right, y'all are close.
Like I've seen like posts online where like they're like trying, like obviously it's for engagement, but it's like it's a topic of discussion. Like, oh, I haven't heard from my man once all day today. So fucking what?
He's got his own autonomy. Like he's got a job. He's got his own life. Like
right. And there's just a regular day to day that man is living. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Now, if it's multiple days and like, yeah, obviously you were expecting like to hear at least something from somebody, like whatever, you can get worried about a person, but like, like to put that type of pressure on somebody, even especially a friend, you know what I mean? It's not even a significant other. Be like, yo, like what's good? Like you ain't hitting me up in like a week. Like what the fuck is that? Like it.
You're acting like a significant other. This is weird. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know either this one's like.
Right.
Cause yeah, I have plenty of friends. I have friends who I went to middle school with, who I'm still like this.
Yeah.
But we go like a year, 2 years, months of not talking. But as soon as we get into communication, it's like none of that even happened.
Right.
We're right back to it.
That's like me and like Raldy. Fucking that's like one of my best friends in the world. Basically my brother. Our blood wouldn't even change nothing. You know what I mean? But we don't talk hardly at all anymore. We got different lives, but not any amount of time would ever pass that would like we wouldn't link up and it wouldn't be like it was yesterday.
Exactly.
You know, and that's like, you know, my boy Ghost, it would be like that with Fetty or any one of y'all. We haven't seen each other aside from a show in like probably 6 months. You know what I mean? Like we exchange words here and there, but like we can still link up at whatever point, and like nobody's gonna hit one or another up, be like, yo, why you ain't talk to me?
Yo, you're mad quiet. You're mad distant, dude. What's going on? Is something bothering you? It's like, no.
Life be life, and that's
Just
what's happening.
life be life and just doing what I gotta do at the end of the day.
Yeah, just checking on people. Yo, you good? Oh, I bet.
Yeah, and like let that be it. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I've had times with you even where I'm like, yo, what's good? Like, long time no see. You'll send me a beat or something, and I'll be like, yo, what's going on? Da da da. And we keep it pushing. But yeah, like you said, me and you will meet at shows, and I'll see you, and it's like, yo, Zip, what the fuck? Da da da. We chop it up for a bit. We listen to the music, and like we just vibe out. You go your way, I go my way, and it's like, yo, let's plan studio time. Cool, let's do it. Boom. Sometimes it's that simple, but some people just like get it twisted. They'll do that weird shit where it's like, yo,
Oh, yo, you switched up.
you're mad Hollywood. Like, well, you don't talk to me no more. It's like,
that
dude.
The whole switched up thing is crazy. Like, nah, I just stopped. Like, one, I'm busy. Like, I got a life. You know what I mean? And two,
Like, did I switch up or did you just not grow? Did you just not move on from anything?
yeah.
Do you, because in my head, it's like you have nothing better to do than to like wait for me to text you. Like, I have hobbies, I have family that I hang out with, I have friends that I hang out with, I have a job that I got doctor's appointments I gotta make. Like, I have all these things that I'm actively participating in. Fucking having like a 5-10 minute text conversation, I'm sorry, is like not a priority of mine. Unless we're making plans to then hang out.
Right.
It's like, okay, that's like an activity. That's something I put in my calendar. But like, me and
Now we
you,
use calendars.
Straight up, I do. I put things, simple things like hanging out with somebody on my calendar, and I'll actually set an alarm for it. Not that I'll
I did
fucking,
it for this fucking
no,
podcast.
and it's not even that I'll fucking
for this
forget, dude.
podcast.
It's not even that I'll forget. It's straight up that one thing will lead to another, and like shit will take me in a million different directions at whatever point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Especially because my type of ADHD, how it like, what's the word? Personifies the wrong word, but I'm just going to use it like that. How it shows up for me is, say like me and you make plans for Saturday. Cool. I don't put it in my calendar. I'm just like, all right, cool. This weekend I'm hanging out with Zip. Then my uncle texts me, is like, hey, what are you doing this weekend?
Oh, shit, I ain't got nothing going on.
I don't think I got anything going on. Sure. Like, I just immediately like jump on board because I'm like, oh, it's my uncle. Cool. I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah. Yep.
And then fucking Friday comes around, and then like Zip texts me like, yo, it's good. Now I'm like, ah, fuck. And then I remember. I'm like, ah, shit. So like, I've started using the calendar because now I am the old man. I'd be like, oh, let me check what's on my schedule. Let me see what's on the Forte. All right, well, I got this. Like, just to keep myself sane and know like what's going on, because I've done that so many times, and then I feel like shit afterwards because I'm like, oh God, I'm like playing with people's time all the time. I can't be doing that.
Yeah, that calendar app, man, gets a lot of use.
It does, dude. It's useful, especially like if you can't just store shit like that in the bank. I put everything in my calendar. Oh my god.
Ain't no bank left.
Dude, I'll put credit card balance comes out today. I got work here, blah blah blah. I'm hanging out with this person. I got a show here. It's all there. I gotta know what's going on. 100%.
Still hit snooze.
Still hit snooze. Oh my god, I'm the biggest culprit of that too. It's bad. It's real bad. Cause what, I gotta wake up at like 5 a.m. clocking at 6 for my job. Dude, I'll hit snooze till it's like I got 10 minutes to work with before I can leave the crib. Bro, I'll bring my toothbrush and toothpaste to my job, brush my teeth at the restroom, cause like, nah, I'm trying to sleep as much as I can. I'm trying to get all that sleep. Stay hitting snooze.
I don't even give myself the chance, really. The way my alarm's set, I have my alarm to set or go off every 1 minute after I hit snooze. Like literally 1 minute.
Rough. Because then you got your snooze alarm going off and your regular alarm going off, and
Yep.
it's a fucking
Yep. It's a chain reaction. I have
snowball.
no choice.
Dude,
No fucking choice. And
bombarded.
yeah.
That's like every single minute.
Uh-huh.
Holy shit.
Well, it ends up being less than a minute because, like,
because
he's
like
got
it
the
kind of
snooze
fits.
alarms and everything. So like so I got like my 4 o'clock alarm that snooze and then goes off every minute. But then I got like my 4:02 and my 4:03 and my like, you know what I mean? So like all of those are going off at 1 minute intervals, depending on when I hit snooze. You know what I mean? So like they're back to back to back.
Fuck, dude, you're definitely waking up.
Nah, man.
Oh my god,
Nah,
I feel like
my days get so packed that like if one thing is off, like, you know, because like I gotta get to work on time, but before I get to work on time, kids gotta get to school, breakfast, backpacks, dressed, like all that shit. You know what I mean? So like it's like if one thing is fucking off, like it's literally
snowball effect. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I get that,
Yep.
100%. I feel like I used to have a system like that. I feel like I did the same exact thing, the 1 minute, but then I'd start waking up pissed all the time. It would just like start my day off so wrong, like
19,000 alarms.
because like it's probably because I don't know. It may be because of my young age. I don't know. I've been told like, oh, that sounds like some old people shit, but I love my sleep. I take my sleep so seriously. Like I've started going to bed at like 8 p.m. I'm like, no, I'm not being outside the
I
house at
remember
8.
the one time when you had reached out to me, you were like, "Yo, I work."
Yeah,
I'm
like, I was like,
"Yo, I gotta sleep." I'm like, "Yo, listen, I get it. If you could pencil me in."
I was like, ugh. I was like 8:30.
Golly.
Gosh,
Like,
dude.
I'm wrapped up in a blanket by 8:20. So like, I'm already 10 minutes into bedtime.
But real shit, cause you know, as I've gotten older and I've tried still living the lifestyle I did when I was like, you know, fresh out of high school. I was working like one job and like that was it. Dude, I was staying up all night, recording music or like at a friend's house drinking, like
Taking sleep for granted is what we were doing.
taking sleep for granted, and my body was built for it too. What, fucking 18, 19, 20, like, word, you want to stay up till 6 a.m. and then stay up the rest of the day and then go to bed at 8? Cool, we could do that. It's fine.
Bro, those days at the studio where we're there till fucking
4
o'clock in the morning.
a.m.
Bro, like, man, I love doing it, but it's so hard.
It's so taxing.
Dude, it was, bro, like, we were doing that at least once a week, right? And sometimes twice a week. I would work a whole maybe 9-10 hour day, remodeling houses, doing whatever, fucking going to the gym 5 o'clock in the morning, and then going to the studio till 4 o'clock in the morning. Just enough time to make it to the gym on my way home to get ready for work. And then, like, this shit was fucked up, dude. That's like,
just a cycle. Like 2 hours of sleep in between. There was one time, too, where we left and you, like, got your bag. I think it was like summertime. You still had your tank top on. You're like, yeah, I'm about to go to the gym. I'm like, it's like, damn,
still on acid. Like I was tripping still. Like
yeah, bro. It's like you about to go to the gym. Like you just starting your day now. He's like, yeah.
I mean, shit. I was still probably 10 hits of acid deep. I wasn't stopping anytime soon.
That's crazy.
To be fair, you're not going to sleep off LSD. No.
Not at the
At least
time
in
I
my
took it. Not at the
experience.
time I took it at. You know what I mean? Because like I didn't like when we were linking up at the studio. It was probably like
And you're off
7,
10,
8 o'clock. Oh yeah.
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 Like, goddamn.
And not piggybacking. I'm like I take strips at a time. Like that's my one dose. Is I'll just take the 10 hits up front, and yeah. So like
Golly.
Not front loading the acid tabs.
Holy shite. Damn.
But yeah, so we're doing that at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, and 10 hits. That you got about 16 hours of that right there. So like,
It's a long trip, dude.
Yeah, man.
It's a long adventure.
So yeah, when we're leaving the studio at 4 o'clock, I'm gonna go to the fucking gym. I want to do something. Like I'm not gonna go home and go to sleep.
That's crazy.
I'll ride this ride till it's done.
Yeah, man.
Dude, because I get that. Because I've had my time. I think I've told you a little bit about my experience with hallucinogens and stuff.
Yeah, acid changed my life.
Yeah, it changed my life, honestly, for positive and for negative. It's one of the craziest life experiences I've ever had. Because to this day, like, every experience I had with acid was like a dream. Like, it was great. But it was like the after effects that it had on my mentality that led to like a really negative headspace. To this day, we're not like positive what led to me having the experience that I had. I think that what happened is I was taking LSD like once a week at a point. Before it was like, oh, I'll take it like today and I'm just gonna leave it alone. Oh, that was fire. Okay, I'm gonna do it next month when Mom Dukes is at work till this time to this time. Boom, I got 12 hours. And then it became like Mom Dukes works from 11 to 7 a.m. every day this week. I'm just gonna do it that day and just like be in my room and just like have my 12 hours to myself. It became like this slippery slope where I was like, I feel like the best version of myself. And I feel like depending on who you are, arguably in general, that can be a very dangerous mentality.
Definitely. And I've definitely known people that have kind of had similar experiences and took it a little too far, for sure.
Yeah.
I think, I mean, just like anything you can do in life, I mean, it can be used for good, or it could eventually lead you down somewhere bad. Just like fucking exercising and working out and shit like that. You know what I mean? People can fucking work out for good reasons, and then next thing you know, they're doing it for all the worst fucking possible reasons, right? Especially when they start feeling like a fucking superhuman. You know what I mean? So like LSD is the same thing. You know what I mean? You start feeling like the best version of yourself, and you don't want that shit to end. But then you all, like me, I actually started like. Once I started feeling like the best version of myself, because that's one of the things that I actually realized too, because like I've had my experiences with drugs. I was addicted to heroin. I did a bunch of different drugs, right? But like none of those were actual like good feelings. They were just making you feel good for those moments, right? But like LSD was totally different, right? Like that actually made you feel like the best version of yourself. It made you feel fucking smarter. It made you feel more fucking like reactive to things. Like I noticed everything going on around me. Like I was super observant. Like it was just crazy. Like everything I did was on point. Even my creativity, my writing, like I was able to actually dive deep into all of my thoughts, and like everything was super precise, right? So I was like, all right, I realize how dangerous this could be, but how could I use this time to actually like learn something from it? Every time I tripped, I actually just tried to like, it was like just me trying to learn shit like about myself, right? So like that there would be times where we would use it regularly, and then like years would go by and we wouldn't touch it at all, right? Like I haven't tripped since the last time we were all in the studio.
Word.
You know what I mean? Like I don't need to, right? But like there's like certain times where like I've definitely been like, yo, like I definitely want to take that journey right now. You know what I mean? I got
100%.
like I want to learn some things. I want to realize some things. I want to like connect with myself in certain ways. But also I've figured out ways to do that without it as well, because you don't want to like have to rely on something to take you to where you want to be, like mentally or emotionally or anything like that.
Exactly.
But like there's definitely got to be some sort of balance so you don't kind of get consumed by that like overwhelming, like, oh man, this feels good, like
Yeah.
like I gotta feel like this all the fucking time.
Right. And I think what ended up happening in my brain, this is how it went down. I had some sort of underlying like mental illness that like maybe by the time I was my age now, it would have like popped up. But because I was taking it so often, it kind of like just jump started it. It was like, oh, it like hit that part of my brain, and it was like, cool, we're on now.
That's literally what happens. So a lot of people who just don't really understand it kind of think that, oh, like I don't want to take acid because I don't want to end up schizophrenic. Like, no, you don't end up schizophrenic because you take acid. What it does, it opens those doors that you might already like have, like
Right.
you might already be susceptible to those things,
Right.
you know. And like for example, like my friend's brother, growing up with him, because I've known him and his whole family my entire life, but like growing up with him, he was just like me and you. Matter of fact, like we all looked up to him. We would go like steal all his Dutches and cigarettes and shit like that. He was my boy's older brother. We got all his shit from him, right? But like as time went on and everything, and he was like tripping, taking acid, shrooms, whatever, just something happened, right? Like that one bad trip just flipped him forever.
Yeah.
Right? And it's just been like schizophrenic episode after episode for the better part of the last 20 something years.
Damn, dude.
Right? So like it definitely can kind of bring those things out of somebody, especially if they don't know.
Right. Like if it's in your genetics, like if you have family that suffers from something like that, like it's not outside of reality to say like that you could have it.
Well, no, because like the way that shit makes your brain work, like it really is like very, very intense. Like the increased brain activity is very overwhelming.
Dude, I remember the first time I did it, like my boy was supposed to come over and trip sit me. I took like half of it, and then I was going to take the other half when he got here. And I remember like FaceTiming him, and he was laid up with some girl, and I'm like, this dude. And I remember I just like immediately hung up because I'm like, all right, well that's like falling through. But I was like, mom ain't raised a bitch, and I just took the other half. I was like, I already set it off. Like, I might as well just do it. I'm in my home. I fucking closed the curtains. I like, safe-proofed the room or whatever, so I don't think there's some goblin speaking to me from the window or whatnot. But I remember getting like the craziest migraine of my whole life the first time I ever did it. And I remember, because I did like a bunch of homework prior to even like diving into all that, and it was like, oh, make sure you're super hydrated, da 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 da. I didn't do that. Did not do that. Think I had like a can of seltzer water, and that was it. And I remember like it was like what, half an hour passed, and I was like, let me look in the mirror. I want to see like what's going on. And I saw like my pupils were getting a little bit bigger, and I'm like, oh shit. And immediately after, I'm like, oh, I was like, oh, dude, like craziest migraine of my life. Like I remember it was so bad, like I literally couldn't stand up. I like crawled to the bed and like sat fetal position, just like, what the fuck is happening? Like 20 minutes, I stand up, and I'm like, word, I think I'm good. And I swear to God, this was me like breaching the gates. I stand up, and like the floors got like life to it. I look at the walls, and they're kind of just like
Breathing.
I'm like, oh. I look in the mirror, and it's like boom, like black hole in my eye. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, we're there. sit my happy ass down.
Peaking.
Peaking. But yeah, every experience I had though was phenomenal. Like you said, I'd like learn something new about myself. I became like super philosophical when it came to like
Shit just makes sense. So much shit just makes
so
sense.
much, and like I can't explain it for any viewer in a way that you cannot explain the feeling and the thoughts that you get to somebody and make it make sense
That's why I haven't.
the same way
I
you
haven't-
perceived
I haven't
it.
Ever done it? So like I'm just sitting here, just
I don't condone it. I really don't. Like, if my friend were to be like, "Yo, I'm doing this. Can you trip set me?" I'd be like, "I really wish you didn't, but like, I'll watch you. Make
Like
sure
you,
you
like you'll never be able to explain how you can see sounds, but you can.
I did. I witnessed it.
nuts.
Can't explain it how it felt or what, but that's how my reality was. But
You hear colors, you see sounds.
dude, like music was just different. I remember I listened to what it was like Sade, like a tattoo. Start crying. I was like, yo, this is the most beautiful fucking piece of music.
Masterpiece.
This is the most immaculate conception of music I've ever heard in my life. I remember I tried sampling that shit like an hour later too.
Yeah,
I
dude.
was
Some,
like,
some,
nah.
of some of my best work was written on LSD. Definitely. Actually,
Dude,
so our album Moving Out, the one that we made before we moved to Missouri, the Marblehead Boys album. That
stop.
I'm dead serious. It's a real album. I'm not lying.
I know, but like I hear Marmalade Boys, I'm like,
Yeah. The group that was created out of a pure joke. Yeah, that the entirety of every one of my verses was written while I was tripping. Every single one of those on that album, and most of those beats actually. That entire time of making that album, we were probably hallucinating that entire like 3-4 months before we moved to Missouri. It was a time.
that's fucking powerful to hear too, because
Yeah.
I feel like you've showed me some of those tracks, and it's like black and white, not in like, oh, this is way better. This is all right compared to that. Just in terms of like the production decisions that were made, like different cadences that you would do, how you would like go on and on and on and on and on, stop, on and on, and like just the really unorthodox approach that y'all went with it. It was like, I can tell this is like outside of the norm, but I fuck with it so much.
Bro, that's such a monumental time of our Dos Vatos history, yo. But I drank half a bottle of liquid LSD in the middle of the Mark Twain National Forest during those times.
Jesus.
You worry me sometimes with this.
Why? Worry you how? I'm alive.
Well, I mean, all right, wrong wording, but like, damn, I'm surprised
that
you're
now.
not. I am glad you're still here, because holy shit, dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, man.
If that were me in that situation, I think I'd be in a. I'd not be sitting here.
Ah, man, then
I would not be able to handle
them
it.
times with, yo, like that time was so fucking lit. Probably like my like favorite memories of my fucking life. Not even just like the hallucinating part. The whole fucking like, cause that was like the real like start of Dos Vatos. We had already like made projects and shit by that time, but like I had, when Dos Vatos started, I had just came back from Missouri the first time, and I had warrants, so I ended up getting bagged on those warrants, so I had to stick around for a bit. And that's when me and Fetty officially started Dos Vatos. We dropped Lot 25 with Hayes' mic. But then when we started working on like Moving Out, I was like, yo, like before we even actually created Moving Out, I was like, yo, so they're gonna sign my papers. I'm gonna be off probation. I'm probably gonna end up having to move back to Missouri. I got a job out there, got a crib, all that shit. So like he goes, fuck it, I'm gonna quit my job then. So Fetty ended up quitting his job. Harry did too, Raldy. And Raldy worked all the way up until we left, but he ultimately ended up quitting. But yo, he quit working. We fucking hustled every fucking drug we could hustle, fucking right out of my grandmother's crib. We ran that shit like a fucking drive-through, bro, trapping and fucking making beats right in that fucking that lot 25, like that spot,
Crazy.
bro. And then we stacked up every bit of bread we had. We packed like 3 people's entire lives was packed inside this tiny little manual transmission Mazda 3. Packed up, took it all the way to fucking Missouri. And
Damn, bro. Because how far was that drive?
Shit was like 1,600 miles, something like that.
So, like, in terms of hours, how long you think?
I think Missouri's.
I think it was like 22 hour, 20 hours, something like that.
That's crazy.
It was something like that. It was, yeah. We stopped a couple times the first time, but on the way back it was a straight shot. And so on the way back we took a Christmas like vacation, come back, see our families and everything. And it was like the day Raldy got his license in Missouri. Like he had never had a driver's license before. Probably barely had even driven cars before then.
Okay.
So
I don't like where this is going.
Oh, fucking wild story,
I
bro.
don't like the foreshadowing here.
Wild story, right? I have to add in the part that this is the day he got his driver's license, right? Because it's important details here. We're driving in a Yukon Denali, so big ass SUV, right? I'm not driving. The one who just got his license is driving from Connecticut all the way to Missouri. It's middle of the winter. Or no, sorry, from Missouri all the way to Connecticut. It's middle of winter, and we're going like the northern route, like the truck route. So like it's even colder. Middle of the fucking like it blizzards and shit like that, like Ohio and shit, like exactly surrounded by trucks. Yeah. So we're taking 2 cars because Fetty needs his. So Fetty's got the Mazda behind us. He's dolo. He's by himself in the Mazda behind us. I'm with Harry. Fetty's tripping, so he's driving by himself and he's tripping.
That's great.
I'm tripping.
God.
But I'm in the passenger seat. I'm not driving. Raldy's on a bunch of Adderall because we're not trying to stop, right? It's like 20 fucking degrees outside.
Yeah.
It's like 20 degrees outside. It's a fucking blizzard, bro. The heat only works if we're going above 50 miles an hour, right?
Sounds like Haley's Explorer.
A lot of American cars that have heater core issues and whatnot, you know. So heat only works above a speed that we cannot get to. Just because it's a blizzard. We have a live iguana in the trunk wrapped up in blankets because it's 20 fucking degrees and we're trying to keep it alive until it gets to Connecticut, right?
What?
Yeah. Right? Yeah, so we got an iguana in the trunk. We have every bit of power running to this thing, trying to keep the lamps on it and everything like that, but it's fucking cold, right? So we're getting through Ohio. Fetty's behind us in the Mazda. He's tripping, watching this whole thing unfold. We're in between, I forgot what route it was, but it's this big, like, multi-lane highway. We're in between 2 semis in the middle of a blizzard. Sideways. We're sideways in this fucking Yukon, right? In between these 2 semis, and Fetty's just watching from the Mazda, right? He's like this in the Mazda, and he's tripping. I'm tripping. Raldy's on Adderall, just like, I don't know what the fuck he's thinking. And we finally make it out of it just to make it to this hotel to bury his frozen iguana.
Oh,
And
no.
Dude, it was an adventure, bro. It was fucking crazy.
I didn't want to be right. I didn't want to call that. It was supposed to be a joke.
No.
Oh, fuck.
That's a tropical fucking lizard,
I'm
bro.
aware. I have 2 of them.
We finally made it to Connecticut and had to bury us.
We didn't even make it to Connecticut. It happened. We buried it in Pennsylvania.
Oh, damn, dude.
I don't even think you could get it in the ground. It probably, when all the snow melted, I bet you there was just an iguana on somebody's grass because, like, there was like 2 feet of snow on the ground and everything was frozen.
Smoking
So,
big doinks for Amish. You know what I mean?
Smoking big doinks and Amish. Oh, my God. Dude. I swear to God, the stories you be telling me, I'm like, I'm so shocked that you made it through, bro.
This mic made the whole trip. This shit was rolling around in the trunk that whole time.
Damn. The lore this mic carries is crazy. Oh my goodness.
Seen some things.
It's seen some things. I can only imagine like what was going through Fetty's brain. Just like oh
yeah,
shit.
All colors.
Oh
Man,
my God.
Such a crazy and unhealthy trip too, because like by the time we made it to Connecticut and through New York, we got stuck on the Merritt Parkway, which if you've ever been on that, ever been on the Merritt Parkway?
I fucking hate the Merritt.
You know what that is? It's a 2-lane highway, right? But the whole thing is lined with barriers, and there's not really a breakdown lane or a shoulder. So if
Yeah.
anything happens at all, like it just shuts the whole thing
You're
down.
fucked.
Like
Yeah.
somebody with a flat tire could back up fucking 40 miles.
And you,
Like,
like, you
it's-
can't have box trucks on there. You can't have commercial license plates on there. Like, they're super strict about it for that reason. And it's just every single day some dumbass fucks it up for everybody else.
Yeah, dude. So like just after this whole adventure that we had in a blizzard with a dead iguana on acid and Adderall and shit, we're stuck on the Merritt Parkway. Haven't slept yet. We're like chain smoking bogeys. We left Missouri, I think, with like a little over like a carton and a half of bogeys, and we were down to like a couple of packs. And,
God.
Jesus.
It was
From what I've
fucking-
heard, though, when you're off acid, like cigarettes, weed, it just doesn't hit the same, like, at all.
does not make it any less chemicals you're putting in your body.
Well, yeah, like that is still happening,
It's
but in
definitely
terms of
still
like
happening.
how you react, like it just because I remember like when I was hanging out with my boy who like I was tripping with, we would take acid and like we're at the peak and he's rolled up a joint. I remember I would smoke like a whole joint to the face, which is like not in my wheelhouse. I'll smoke like a quarter and I'm like, that's all you. And I remember like looking down at, cause he rolled like 2 for us, and I looked down at mine and it's like a little roach. I'm like, yo, what the? I like freaked out. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, what is happening? But like, I can see how you melted through those crayons, cause holy shit, yeah, your brain don't give a fuck. There's no head high coming.
I felt like I lived out a whole movie that night, bro. That shit was
You
like
practically did, dude.
it was insane.
Fear and loathing shit.
Straight
Yeah.
up, almost every one of our stories is like that. Is like some fear and loathing or some hangover type shit. It's fucked up.
The real hangover story for me is when y'all met Jadakiss. Y'all have told this story so many times, but just the part where Fetty's like,
Yeah,
"What's good?"
tune into the Kush Talk with Famous Phil if you want that story, man. That's a good one right there.
Oh my god,
Bro, man, we got so many of those, man. That's why, like, bro, you just, I mean, obviously, like, when you got priorities, life's always gonna have certain plans for you, but like, you're gonna regret not taking advantage of certain fucking moments. You know what I mean? I've been through some of like fucking horrible shit, but like some of the shit, like some of the stories I've told would have never happened if I didn't. You know what I mean? If I didn't go through some of that fucking terrible shit, that, you know, I probably would be in a very different position now. I wouldn't be able to say I had that interaction with Jadakiss, or that I almost died between 2 semis with an iguana on a highway, or like, you know what I mean? It's
It's nuts.
it all builds character. It all
Yeah.
builds character and plot to put you where you're at. Honest to God.
That's it, man.
Yeah, man. I feel like everything kind of, in some weird, fucked up way, happens for a reason that we just don't know why yet. 'Cause like I've told you several times, you know what I mean. I'm super fortunate to be in the rooms that I am. I'm super fortunate to be sitting here. The fact that me and you get to work so closely, like, if I didn't have the experiences that I had prior, like, dude, if you hit me up or if Fetty hit me up a year before he actually did, I would have been like, I don't know, like, I don't know if I can go. I think I got a thing. Like, I'd like let my nerves speak, and I'd be like, no, let me find an excuse. I don't think I'm ready.
Right.
But for whatever reason, I experienced the things that I did, and I, you know, made whatever accolades I thought were, you know, accomplishments. I got that text and I was like, say fucking less. If I was doing something Saturday, I'm not anymore.
Right.
And I made the time. So I feel like we go through stuff, whether it be like trauma, you know, stuff that we're not necessarily comfortable with, that we kind of have to push through, kind of like being pushed to the wolves a bit. all that stuff just builds to your toolbox, your character, stuff that you now, it's like, okay, I can navigate this kind of situation
If you
now.
use it positively.
If you use it positively, 100%.
That's the biggest step is using it the right way, because it's very easy to let all of that consume you and take you in a completely opposite direction.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That we're trying to do here.
Right.
And it's utilizing that properly and positively to create a positive result.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So there's that caveat there to that.
Exactly. Because there's tons of people who, like, because me, for example, like, I haven't been through what you've been through or what you've been through, but, like, with how my life's went, I could have gone in a direction where, like, I was just pessimistic about life.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I had my reaction to acid. I got put in the psych ward for a certain amount of time. Almost lost my life to type 1 diabetes. Luckily was saved by my care team. Like, what, I had an autoimmune disease in high school where, like, I just couldn't fucking see anything. I was, like, cross-eyed all the time, like, trying to focus on my schoolwork. Like, I could be one of those people who's like, nah, fuck life. It treats me dirty, so, like, why should I give a fuck?
You chose to overcome it and use it as a stepping stone and a building block to elevate rather than wallow in it and live there.
Right.
All about
Because
growth.
it's all about growth. It's like, I see it as, I've been through XYZ. If I can do something positive and someone else who's been through something similar or has been through something that haunts them can see someone like me was able to do something like that, then it's like, well, if he can do it, I can do it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Right. So, and that's why I love this show. I love that you're giving people a platform to just talk about real shit. You know what I mean?
Or
Like,
even if they just trying to come and shoot the shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes just like just talking in general is enough.
Yeah.
100%. Just to keep the good vibes going, take our minds off of the bullshit that comes with, you know what I'm saying, life. It's good. It's good to have just like moments of peace, moments of good times in the midst of chaos. You know what I mean?
True that. Well, I think, I don't know about the rest of y'all, but my bed is calling my name shortly. I do have to get up to say goodnight to the kids, so I think, what do you guys think? We're an hour and a half into it. I didn't realize that until I looked at the time. I was like, oh, shit.
Been chatting.
Yeah, man.
Dude.
Yeah, man. That's how it go.
That's how it be. That's how it be.
Jahu, I really appreciate you coming by.
Dude, thanks for having me, man.
Of course,
Seriously,
dude.
Appreciate you.
I appreciate you skipping your sleep a little bit to be here and entertain the people, you know?
Dude, I'm on break from work, so we about to go and probably make some music, honestly.
There you go. Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Shit, I might go do the same.
Dude, let me join. What's going on?
Yeah, let's go. Where do you want to go? My kids are sleeping.
We gonna talk about it. We gonna figure it out. We gonna make it happen.
They gonna talk about music. I wish I could go, but your boy's gotta hit the bed. All right, yo. Well, it's been real. Thank you for tuning in to the Mental Health Podcast. Got Troy.
Zip.
Jahu.
Check him out on all the platforms. He's got tracks with Zip. He's got tracks with Dos Vatos. Kids Nasty was playing some shit before we started. Shit's dope.
Appreciate
Check us out on the YouTube. Subscribe, like, comment, share, do all of that shit. Peace.
Peace.